to the Ceres RoadShow. We got my colleague Tommy with me.
Howdy.
Again, I'm Sean, and then today for our first episode, we thought we'd start right here in the office, Peoria, Illinois, and interview our GM, Marcus Butterfield.
It's great to be with you guys.
What's up, Marcus?
Yeah. How we doing?
Good.
So Marcus just got back from our parent company, Valstone, in Canada. How was that?
It was a great trip. It was cold and snowy. It's always great to get up to Montreal in January. Like to head south, but no, the trip was good. It's always nice to see everybody up in HQ and get to visit and collaborate with the other companies. So good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see the lights are still on, so we must be doing a good job.
yeah, so far.
Yeah. Great. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So, to those of you that just learning now, Valstone, they've been a great parent company to us. So, Marcus goes up there probably once every quarter.
Once every quarter. Yeah, at least. So
today we're going to ask Marcus a couple questions just about the industry. We're going to have our Ceres Minute, highlighting our new platform coming out, Ceres Edition, and pretty excited to show you what's all involved with that. It keeps changing, every week it seems like we are adding something new. So I'm pretty excited that's coming on quickly. So I guess we'll get to it.
I'm a little nervous about the questions.
Yeah.
So if they're softball.
They're easy. Well, they were sent in to us by our viewers, so you can blame it on them. But
yeah, we had about 17 views our last episode. So
you got to start from somewhere.
Yeah, and some send us questions. They want to learn more. We call them what should we call them? People that follow the Ceres Roadshow. Should we?
Next question.
Ceres.
They're just wanting to be serious about Ceres.
Serious fans.
Serious fans.
I don't think that works.
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
All right, Marcus, you ready?
I'm ready.
First question.
See what you do with this. Let's go.
So, how is vertical staying up to date and helping companies or industries like ethanol plants, feed mills, grain elevators?
With technology always changing, you got to keep up with the times. Automation has become big over the years, and kind of doing more unmanned operations. So really looking at the technology, keeping up with the times, finding the right components is what we've been doing.
Yeah,
been successful, and hopefully making more people efficient.
So the next question is how does technology transform into the industry? And maybe, seems like you kind of just already answered that, maybe you can kind of let us know a little bit how AI is getting into this grain software side of things.
Yeah, I think we're going to see huge changes coming up in a short amount of time too. I was just talking to somebody about, I thought this was like a Paul Bunyan moment in the industry where we're going to be seeing technology changing quick. I think it's going to change development, make development a little bit quicker. It's going to make tools. We were just talking about maybe processes that were usually human, make that into AI, get probably less mistakes, more efficiencies.
Yeah. So, I think that some of the customers that I've been talking to a little bit when it comes to AI, they're just a little concerned about taking away jobs from people. And my big explanation on it is it's not necessarily that; it's just making everything more efficiently. And that any good business that's being ran, it's at its efficient peak. So.
When we see these moments, like when the internet came out and stuff, it kind of just shifts jobs around, right? So there'll probably be more people doing AI, but I think there's going to be a lot of benefits to it.
You want to be ahead of the game, especially with that. You don't want to just sit back and I don't want to mess with it.
Yeah.
People said that about the internet. There's going to be more jobs available because of it too.
Absolutely.
So it's better to embrace it than to fight.
Yeah.
For sure.
Embrace the change.
That's great. Last question here, and you've kind of answered it, so I won't let you use AI as an answer. But how has the grain industry evolved over the past decade, and what major trends do you see shaping its future?
The big trend I've seen over time is on the automation side on scale ticketing. You see a lot more of that. I can remember a few years ago when there was still hand tickets. There's still a few out there that you guys find, but it's not.
It's pretty funny when you hear that.
What? Yeah. And so now people are really looking to automate. They have a scale ticketing solution maybe, but they want to automate we talk about eliminate jobs. It's not really eliminating jobs. It's the fact that people are having a hard time finding resources to work those jobs. And so if we can use technology to streamline that a little bit, but that's a big trend you see because you get out to some of these places in Nebraska and maybe Montana. It's hard to find help to work the scales, and then if we can put a kiosk in place to do some of that, helps everybody out.
Yeah, especially on the automation side. I mean, safety comes into play too. Those sort of things. So less room for error. But yeah, that was it for our questions for this week.
Gosh,
I have a couple more, but
yeah,
because you go on a little bit about our vertical kiosks. I mean, we can go on them. We can talk about those a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So we started in kiosk, I think probably like 2008 or something like that, and how they have evolved over time is pretty amazing. The touchscreen technology's gotten better. Remote printing, where we're able to print full sheet documents out there on thermal paper, and scan boxes, and there's all kinds of add-ons that can go onto that kiosk. But
yeah, some of the biggest comments I get is how impressed they are with even the weatherproofing of the boxes, the kiosks. Keeping everything in good control when you're talking remote printers and all that inside.
Yeah, and we've seen a big change with that too. With our enclosures, I actually used to build our enclosures, fiberglass boxes, and
that's where we're using light bulbs for heaters.
That's your light bulbs for heaters, so everything changes. Speaking of Valstone, our sister company, AWS Advanced Weighing System, now builds our enclosures, and if you see the difference between them, it's quite it's a big difference. But
it is.
They're pretty slick, and with the kiosk, we find drivers like to be interactive. We still have our unattended mode, but sometimes the drivers like to know what's going on. So sometimes they don't want to wait, and it's nice to be interactive.
Yeah, and I think getting the confirmation from the driver when he comes in and making sure he's picking the right account, the right commodity, makes a big difference. And it kind of takes that off of the guy working inside the scale house.
Adds some accountability to the whole process.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah.
And then it cuts down on communication. Before, when you're having to get on the radio and tell them what farm you were on, now you can just pick it.
That was another thing I had a customer really enjoyed was the noise canceling function on there. Just couldn't hear the background noise of the semi truck or anything like that. You just had a clear voice.
You'll get a lot of people like, yeah, they're noise canceling. What? Can't you hear the truck? I'm like, no, can't hear it all.
So
clean as a whistle. Yeah. So,
no, those are just little things. I mean, that's how we're efficient in what we do, right?
Yeah. And again, everybody, this is our first official episode, so we are new. We're learning as we go. So
cut us some slack.
Yeah. So one question: this is called the Ceres RoadShow. Marcy, you want to talk on our new product that we're looking to launch? This summer.
Our legacy products has always been a great product for us, Grain Track, and now we're looking at rewriting that into a web-based platform. We want to keep all the tools, all the ingenuity that we built into that of 40 years of knowledge in the grain business, and put that into a web-based platform. That'll be a solution to a lot of our customers and future customers. So we're very excited to get that out. And I know that's part of you guys' strategy here is to spread the word. So
yeah, to be honest with you, going out and marketing and selling a new product is, it's one thing, but to have a lot of our existing customers come to us just like chomping at the bit, we're ready for this new program.
They're ready.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
that makes it.
It is exciting. You get that call, someone goes on the website, and we have a page to it, and hey, is that coming out? We're ready. It's like mark you on the list. We're ready, and we're very excited about it. It's going to be a game changer in the industry, game changer for our customers, and I think a lot of people will like it. We'll still have the on-prem legacy software because people still like that.
But just expanding the portfolio just to be able to access and help any customer needs, really.
Yeah, the real-time data, the no manual backups, the IT departments are going to like it. So we're excited to talk to them, and
that's a big thing. Is cutting down on having that on-prem server, which in today's day and age, it's very hard with security and that kind of stuff to maintain those servers. So with this, the need for a server kind of goes out the window.
Well, think about it: being at your kid's baseball game and being able to have a customer calling you and want to know how many bushel they have in their account, and you pull it up all right there.
Yeah.
So game changer for sure.
Yeah.
Pretty excited about it.
or on a boat,
Anywhere.
Yeah,
On
no,
vacation.
on vacation.
Yeah. At Super Bowl.
It's going to help just vertical too, just like your support. Speaking of AI, it'd be great if we could put knowledge base in there, and
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of different tools we can
yeah,
put in there.
I think there'll be some AI agents built
Mm-hmm.
into it um, where it can help them out on a documentation standpoint or just a support standpoint, being able to go to it and ask questions and really use AI for the good of AI
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, great.
And speaking of which, with Ceres, so every on this show, obviously want to learn more about the industry, more about our customers, so that you, the viewer, get to know vertical more. But with talking about Ceres, we're going to have a segment on showing you Ceres and every new development on it. So every week we'll show you something new about it. So we're going to call that the Ceres Minute, and we're going to break to that right now. All right, welcome to the Series Minute. I'm here with Alex Zini. He's our lead developer of the series edition. And right now, for this Series Minute, he is going to show how to make a ticket and apply it. So, Alex, take it away.
Hi there, everybody. I'm Alex. I'm the head developer of the Ceres product. It is our first foray into the web world. I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to apply and enter a ticket. So this is our login screen. Um, every customer will be presented with this login screen, and you get to your specific data set by plugging in your specific customer number. So let's get logged in here real quick after I put in my correct password. All right, so here is what you will be greeted with when you go to your ticketing grid. This will replace the original ticket grid from the ScaleTrack product. Here we have all of our different tickets that we've entered. If you would like to enter a new ticket, there's a create new button here at the bottom, and this will bring you to a blank ticket entry screen. The ticket ID is filled from our settings. This is just your way number, and this will be replaced by the final ticket number once the ticket is completed. Your ticket date is auto filled in based on the current date, but if the ticket was done on a different day, you can change that. What your ticket type is, whether it's a graded or an in transit, which direction it is, inbound or outbound ticket. Um, all of our fields are that look at a different data table, like for the commodity, the customer, the bin. All of these are lookup fields, so you can just start typing what you want to see. So if I know that this is a corn ticket, I can just start typing corn, and it finds the corn record in our database, and you just click it, or you can tab, and it will automatically apply it. If you are not sure what commodities are available, or for any field, if you're not sure what's available, you can just type a percent sign, and that will show you everything that is in the system. But for now, we're just going to use corn. Bins work the same way. I'm not sure what bins I have for corn, so let's see. All right, we have 3 bins for corn, so let's just use the corn bin, aptly named. Customer, here we've got our different customers. Once again, you just type in, start typing, then it'll allow you to put it in. So we're just going to use vertical for this one. Projects, these are crop fields. These are essentially, and we genericize the term because it doesn't have to be a field. It can be anywhere that you're receiving product from. It can be a plant, it can be a pile, it can be anything. So here we've got, let's just use vertical field. So this is just for reporting purposes, and also this is where you will, if you have any splits defined for a field, this is where these will come from. So let's just go ahead and enter a couple of other ones. Trucker guys, John Smith, and he's driving the red truck. All right, so these buttons are for reading from our scales, but because this is a web-based application, it does not physically need to connect to the scale, unlike the scale computers. So the way this is handled is through a secondary program that we provide called Device Hub, and that will read the scale as long as the physical computer that is plugged into the scale is connected to the network and it has Device Hub running. Anyone who logs into your ScaleTrack series can see that scale. Right now, I am not running Device Hub, so we will just do manual weights for now. But normally if you hit the scale button and there's a scale in here, it will read from the scale and it'll timestamp it. Let's just do 80,000 and 20,000. So as you change your weight, you'll see that the gross quantity, the net quantity, and the net weight automatically update. Here you can put in a remarks, seal number. This is a user field, which user fields are our version of customization in the Ceres product. This will allow you to add any additional information that we might not have dedicated fields for, like a seal number. We do not have in the database. We have added this as a custom field, so it will appear for your user and for no one else that does not have it set up. We also allow reading from moisture meters, also using the device hub. And I do have some simulated meter readings in here. And you can pick from this list based on, and it lists them out in reverse chronological order, so the newest first. And anything that has been used already will be marked as used and will not appear in this list. So let's just go ahead and use this one. Okay. So that reading has been assigned to this ticket, and now the test weight and the moisture are uneditable because they are using the moisture meter reading. Here's where you mark your category discounts. I have an automatic other discount that generates, so let's just say, a flat $5 rate for our other discount. Now, everything else on the ticket has been completed and we are ready to finish it out. So in the Ceres product, to do that, we will hit the apply button, and this will take you to, once it saves, it will take you to the application screen. Now this mimics the ScaleTrack U version of ScaleTrack, where here it will give you your gross units and your net and your net quantity. I have automatic splits set up on the field that I selected, 55 to horizontal, 45 to vertical. It defines your quantities here, and you can select your discount schedule the same way that you would select anything else, using either the % sign or just start typing the name of the schedule. And as you can see, whenever I changed the schedule to the purchase schedule, now there is a shrink because before it was not using a discount schedule. And it also details out where your shrinks are coming from and where your discounts are coming from. If everything looks good, you go ahead and hit apply, and this will finalize the application. Now the ticket is completed and ready to be printed. Let's go ahead and print this ticket, and it will bring up this dialog box. And the printers also implement the device hub. So I do not have any printers as I'm not running device hub, but you can also print to the local machine that you are on. Just hit view ticket. All right. All right, and as you can see, this is our printed ticket. It is very simplistic at the moment, but it details out your basic ticketing information, your weight, your units, your gross net, the original weigh number, the commodity, and then it even has your splits listed and the discount and the shrink from each individual factor. And to print this, there is a print icon up here where you can print either just the page or just the entire document, and this will print to a local printer using your browser. And then after you're done with that, the ticket should be complete. If you print the ticket through the device hub, it will mark it as printed, and then that will mark the ticket as completed. And then you can go back to your ticketing screen and start your next ticket.
All right. Well, thank you, Alex. So every episode of the Ceres RoadShow will be joined by Alex, and he's going to show a new function or just something new in the Ceres edition web-based platform. So we'll keep you up to date and look out for more. So thanks again, Alex.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
So, Marius, introduced you pretty quick there. Can you tell us more about yourself and your vertical story?
Yeah. I started here like fresh out of college. My first kind of like technical job I had, I was doing the pager repairs So you know how
What's
long
a
that was
what-
a pager.
What is a pager?
Yeah, we talk about technology now. You talk. I mean, that was like the first,
Right.
before the smartphones came out. So we had pagers, and basically what I did was I'd take these pagers and we'd get them in from like California or somewhere else, and I'd put new frequency crystals in them and make them work for our area, and then resell them. I lucky I got out of that business because I think the pagers lasted about a year. And then I came to Vertical Software, and so I've been with the company for 26 years. I think I've done just about everything in the company. Started in installations, moved into development, did a lot of crystal report writing, and also some VB6 code, and then got into sales a little bit, and now into management, lucky enough. So
That's the way she goes.
yeah, that's the way she goes. Yeah, like it or not.
I'm still trying to figure out what those pager crystals thing are.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, pagers are pretty cool. You could send little cryptic messages in them, and
I remember my brother-in-law had one, and I was like, "Whoa, what is that? What's that beeping noise?" And then you'd have to go and call somebody. So,
Yeah.
any young people out there right now, yeah, you'd get a message, and then you would go to the phone.
Yeah. I remember the
Is that how
bag
it
phones,
works?
but I don't really remember seeing the pagers very much.
I had a bag phone.
don't feel bad. I mean, the pagers seriously lasted for a year or two.
Yeah.
But I was on the cutting edge of that technology when it was in
You're always on the edge of cutting technology.
I was on the edge. Yeah.
It was built for this.
Yeah. Now I made the right move and came to vertical.
Yeah.
I got another question. So Valstone acquired Vertical in 2020, right?
Yeah.
How do you see, since then to present day, how have you seen Valstone grow and what their, thoughts behind of really trying to get behind the ag industry here in the United States?
Yeah. So actually, we were acquired by a Valsoft, which is kind of the mother company, and then we took companies that are similar to ours and spun off another company called Valstone. And these are more industrial tire companies. They were similar companies like ours, like WIM. On the scaling side, we have CIS and AWS that do scaling.
Mm-hmm.
They do it in the aggregate business, which is not much different than ours, but different enough.
Just different product, yeah.
Yeah, and so we're able to share resources in between. We've talked about the kiosk, which we work with AWS on those, and then on the software side, we've worked with CIS on some of the things that they've done that have worked well with them on the software side, and kind of taken it, made it our own, and changed it up a little bit, and sharing development resources between companies too.
Yeah, that's what I've really noticed is coming to a company like this is that, the suites, the software suites of the packages of the different companies. I mean, you guys really work together as a team, and it shows.
It is, yeah.
And that's it. I can appreciate that. So
yeah, and when you see other companies, there's some companies that do one thing right, and other companies do another thing right, and if you can kind of learn from each other and kind of bring it all together, I think there's a lot of benefit.
It's good to bounce ideas off of too. Like, how do you do this way? Or like,
also, there's some accountability a little bit that I've noticed as well. So it's a good team aspect.
Yeah, and we get a lot of support too. I mean, with technology and times changing quickly, it's nice to stay up on technology, and so being able to work with other companies kind of helps us.
Cool.
Yeah. So this should be airing probably after the Super Bowl, and after the Super Bowl, Tommy, Marcus, and I will be at the Illinois show in Springfield, Illinois, home of Abe Lincoln. Ever heard of him?
Route 66. I don't know. I can see there.
Yeah. And then also we'll be in Kansas City at the Jeeps Exchange show February 22nd to the 25th. It's a great show, along with the Illinois show. I'm hoping that the city is sad because the Eagles would have won the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's your pick, huh?
So let's get into it, boys. Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
You can't bet against Patrick Mahomes.
Three-peat?
Sound like Chris Collinsworth right here.
Here's a guy.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the Eagles, but I kind of agree with Tommy. I think it's hard to stop the Chiefs. But
I like Andy Reid, and three-peat would be historic, but Saquon Barkley. So.
Yeah, I mean the Eagles, they do a little bit of a story here, and AJ Brown too.
It's good. He's single-handedly. I wonder how many copies of that self-help book he sold
Exactly.
from what he's
Just-
been reading on the sideline.
Yeah.
I think Philadelphia probably need that if they lose. So,
But still, I mean, you can't bet against a guy that can score 2 touchdowns in less than a minute.
No.
It's
I was
tougher.
the Chiefs are the champs. They beat them, but I was telling Tommy, it's like every year I'm at Chiefs, the Chiefs just won the Super Bowl.
I know. Yeah, it's getting kind of tiring.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Get something different.
I love Kansas City. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, food's great. So.
It is a great city.
It's a great city, great barbecue.
Yeah.
And if you guys are at the Jeep show, look us up for sure.
Yeah.
Love to meet you.
Yep. No, that's good. Good segue there. Yeah. You can reach us at our socials. I'll have that dropped right here. I think you're going to see something right here. And then, but yeah, if you guys don't have anything else, I think we'll close up our official first episode of Ceres RoadShow.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It was fun.
I mean, yeah, thanks for coming on down like three offices over.
I gotta get back to my office and get some work done. But
we were freaking out a little bit because I was in here and all the lights just shut off. So Tommy, our electrician, fixed the breakers. So
bad omen on the start of the show.
I just first show. This is a good thing, guys.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Love it. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna get better, and that's our call. So we'll see you on the road.
All right, thanks everybody.
See ya.